Okay, let's write it again because something went wrong. I hope I will be able to get it done now. The statement of the theorem, like I discussed that yesterday, we discussed all the parts or the definitions related to circles. Now, today, we are going to do the theorem. Theorem statement is, what is the statement? An angle an angle subtended by an arc at the center of a circle, by an arc at the of a circle, center of a circle is double the angle is double the angle which the same arc subtends at the remaining part of the circumference. It is called double angle theorem. It is called double angle theorem. Uh, Now I will draw the figure to make it clear to you what is there. First, we write a statement. You see, he will give you a statement, mainly actually problems related to the theorems will come. But let me do this theorem for you. Let me draw a circle. Uh, Suppose O is the center. I've drawn from O a radius here. I've drawn another radius here. And then let me take another color and draw this. Okay, so we have, let us say QR is an arc, O is the center of the circle, and this is suppose S. Then according to this theorem, what happens is what he wants you to prove, what is required to prove by this theorem. After this statement, let us write what is given to you. This is troubling me. This is troubling me. Let's write what is given to us. What is given to us? A circle with center, a circle with center O, with center O, a circle with center O, arc PQR makes angle POR at center. This arc PQR makes angle POR at center, and angle PSR at the remaining part of the circumference. At the remaining part of the circumference. The remaining part of the circumference. I'll explain to you just now. You see, PQR is an arc. PQR is an arc which subtends angle POR at the center. This angle is subtended by this arc at the center. And PSR is subtended on the remaining part of the circumference. When I say remaining part of the circumference, that means from the total circumference, take out PQR. Take out PQR. And wherever this S can be anywhere on the remaining, leaving it is not going to be on the arc PQR, because the arc PQR is making angle at the center of the circle. So this part, this point S cannot be on PQR. It has to be on the remaining part of the circumference. That is why we are insisting that it should be on the remaining part of the circumference. This is given to you. What is required to prove? RTP. RTP is required to prove. What is required to prove? Angle POR is double of angle PSR. We have to prove that angle POR, if you look in the figure, if you look into the figure, the angle at the center, this angle, let me take another color for it. This angle is double of this angle. Angle POR will be double of the angle it will be double of the angle POR will be double the angle PSR. Is that clear? Okay. Now let's go up. Scroll it up. Angle POR will be double of PSR. Now we have to do construction. We have to do construction. And what is the construction we are going to do? I'll tell you what construction we have to do. The construction will be that we will be joining the point S to point O. The S is the point on the remaining part of the circumference. That point S I will join to the center of the circle and extend the line. Let us see that. I will be taking another color. Let me take the blue color. Let me take the blue color and let me join sorry, this has gone wrong. I cannot take this. I'll have to take the blue color. Right. Let's join this. Oh dear. Why it's going to go like that? Okay, I'll not use the thing. What I'll do is let me do it like this only. I'll leave it like that. Now what we are doing is that we have joined S to O and extended it to point K, suppose. It is point K. It is point K. Now This is the construction part. By joining S to A and extending it to K, what has happened is actually there are two triangles are formed here. One is triangle SOP and one is triangle SOR. You can see it in the figure on the screen. SOP and SOR, and both these are isosceles triangle. Why are they isosceles triangle? I'll tell you just now why they are isosceles triangle. Let us see in triangle SOP. Join join S to O and extend it to K and extend it to K. Now let us see what is the proof. Now let us see the proof part. Let's see the proof part. In triangle SOP, let's go back. Yes, in the triangle SOP, in the triangle SOP, SO is equal to OP. SO is equal to OP. Why? They are the radii of the circle. They are the radii. They are the radii of the circle, so they are going to be equal in length. OS or SO and OP are both radii. They are going to be equal. And if two sides of the triangle are equal, then the angles opposite to them are also equal. If two sides of a triangle are equal, then the angles opposite to them are equal. So in SOP, what will happen? Which angles will be equal? OPS and OSP will be equal. Angle OPS is equal to angle OSP. Angles opposite equal sides. If two sides of a triangle are equal, then the angles opposite to them are equal. Or if two angles of a triangle are equal, then the sides opposite to them are equal. This is the basic property of an isosceles triangle. So let us see OPS is equal to OSP. This angle, suppose, is X. So obviously this angle is also X. I have assumed that OSP, OPS both are equal to say X. Say this is equal to X. Let angle OPS is equal to angle OSP equal to X. Now other basic property which we are going to use is the exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the opposite interior angle. In this figure, in triangle SPO or SOP, angle POK is an exterior angle. POK is an exterior angle for the triangle OPS. This angle POK is an exterior angle. So angle POK will be equal to the sum of the opposite interior angles, which is OPS plus OSP. I'm writing the reason. I should be writing the reason on the side, but my screen is not that big, so I'll write it down. The exterior angle, sorry, the exterior angle of a triangle is is equal to the sum of the opposite interior angles. The exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the opposite interior angles. That means angle POK will become x plus x, that is 2x. This angle will become 2x. This angle will become 2x. This angle will become 2x. This, oh God. This angle will become 2x. This angle becomes 2x. Now similarly, let's take the triangle OSR. Let's take the triangle OSR. Let's take the triangle OSR. Let's take the color black again. In triangle OSR. In triangle OSR, OS is equal to OR radii. OS is equal to OR. So angle OSR, so angle OSR will be equal to angle ORS. Yes, OSR will be equal to ORS. And let us mark these angles also with some other color. For example, let me name it Y and Y. Okay, let's say this is equal to Y. Is equal to Y. It is equal to Y. If it is equal to Y, then the exterior angle, which is the exterior angle ROK, then angle ROK will become equal to what? OSR plus ORS will be equal to Y plus Y to Y. The reason being the exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the opposite interior angles. The exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the opposite interior angles. So this will become 2y. This will become 2y. This will become 2y. Now let us see what is the value of PSR. In the figure, angle PSR is equal to x plus y. In terms of x and y, if I see the PSR is coming x plus y, and angle POR is 2x plus 2y, or 2x plus y, or angle POR is double of angle PSR, as x plus y is PSR. So this is the result. The angle subtended by an arc at the center of a circle is double the angle which it subtends at the remaining part of the circumference. At the remaining part of the circumference. And the method will be the same for writing any theorem. We'll write a statement. First of all, we'll write a statement. Like the statement is generally given. Statement is generally given to you, like we are saying, an angle subtended by an arc at the center of a circle is double the angle which the same arc subtends at the remaining part of the circumference. Then we make the figure. And then we write down what is given. Given was a circle with center O, arc PQR makes POR at the center of the circle and PSR at the remaining part of the circumference. That means S cannot be on PQR. The remaining part of the circumference means that S has to leave this portion PQR, or any other part leaving PQR anywhere. S could be anywhere. S could be anywhere on the remaining part of the circumference. Now he says, what is required to prove? We have to prove that POR is double of PSR. We have to prove that POR is double of PSR. Construction is join S to O and extend it to K. Extend it to K. Extend it to K. Now, what we have done is we have used the property of what property have we used? We have used the property of the isosceles triangle, that if two sides of a triangle are given equal, then the angles opposite to them are equal. In this figure, if I see, I am saying OS is equal to OP. I am saying OS in triangle OPS, OS is equal to OP, because OS as well as OP both are the radii of the same circle. If the two sides of a triangle are equal, then the angles opposite to them will be equal. That means angle OSP will be equal to angle OPS, and I have assumed them to be X for the convenience sake. Every time writing instead of OSP or OPS, I will simply say X. That will suffice. So I have assumed OPS is equal to X, so OSP will be also X. And then I say that the exterior angle POK of the same triangle will be double the sum of the opposite interior angles, so X plus X. So POK will become 2X. POK will become 2X. Similarly, in the triangle OSR, I am saying OS is equal to OR, again radii of the same circle, and if the two sides of a triangle are equal, then the angles opposite to them will also be equal. That means angle OSR will be equal to angle ORS, and I say let's assume them to be Y for convenience. So I assume both the angles to be same, Y and Y. So with the same logic as we applied in the first triangle, we will say that angle ROK, that the exterior angle will be equal to the sum of the interior opposite angles. That is, angle ROK will be Y plus Y 2Y. Now let us see the angle PSR in terms of X and Y. If you see PSR, then PSR is x plus y. And if I see POR, then POR will be 2x plus 2y. So out of 2x plus 2y, I take 2 common. Inside will be left x plus y. So 2 into x plus y, and x plus y is PSR. So angle POR, the angle subtended by the arc at the center, is double the angle which it subtends in the remaining part of the circumference. So POR is double of the angle PSR. Is that clear? That finishes the theorem. I have to do two more theorems on the same extension of the same thing. Thank you.